When your time comes, don't postpone it. When others doubting out, you don't condone it. Truth be told, yourself is your toughest opponent. When your moment comes, grab hold and own it. Never let go, stand tall and hold tight. Overcoming obstacles is the objective in life.
Welcome to Man vs. Theta. I'm Spectre. Let's get right into the watchlist review for July 22nd. All right, so let's say I'm going to try to do another quick 10-minute video. Let's see what we had happen, or what the notes said this morning. Okay, so the after-hours pre-market action was kind of all over the place. I was thinking in theory we should see a dip and rip, but I also was kind of thinking the market seemed sketched and directionless, so it wasn't really strong movement one way or another. And we had some news about China embassy in Houston and Trump about things getting possibly worse. But so I wasn't really in love with anything today, and I was planning on taking the day off and not take trades. The thing I also noticed with the tickers and the earnings results were some of the companies had good results, but they don't. And so things were just moving the way they normally would, and I felt like there's some weakness, and so I just didn't trust the price action today, and it kind of played out that way today. But we had some good items on the watch list as well. So let's just jump right through and see where things landed. So I'm just going to go through SPY real quick. I didn't give any levels to, this morning on that as well, obviously because it was really kind of hard to tell how things were going to play out. Okay, so for this morning, you can see here where in after hours market ripped after that dump, and then in pre-market it dumped down here, came back up, and then I'm like, okay, is it going to dump again, or is it going to go up, or what's it going to do? And you can see here we had chop, right? Pushed, dump, push, dump, push. So let's see how tomorrow comes. I mean, in theory, this is kind of playing out where we were having the dip and rip, but we also then dumped. Dip, yeah, and this, but we're setting up for that breakout over this level and probably head over to 330. That's what we're supposed to do. Just this action from yesterday kind of catched me a little bit too. So I was like, okay, I am not sure there's the confidence for moving forward on these names, plus the ERs that dropped, or the good tickers. Okay, so Tesla, they reported this afternoon, amazing results, and that one also had a nice rip, but pulled back. Okay, so let's take a look. So just saying that they reported after hours looking for a 1560 retest. So I wanted to see a dip down to that level and then a bounce into 1620. So what we had to happen is we didn't get that in the open, but what we did get was a rip right at the open into the 1620 level. So you can also take that as a resistance level from the watch list and go short on that fail, right? And then look for this to get weak, and because we want that 1560 level, right? And look where it double bottomed and flushed into today, right into that 1560 level support, then pushed, consolidated. This is where, if you stay in going long here, this is the action right here where Theta wins, right? So you don't want to play with her because yeah, she'll take you. And so, anyways, don't want to be in the contracts during this consolidation. I got in on this breakout right here for a quick run up. I was looking for that 1620. I'm being a little bit patient, so I didn't hold up to here, but I locked in some gains into this move here, and then I held for 1620, came back to here, and I got out. So it was nice gains, but it would have been nicer if I got that 1620 right here and 1630. I would have been much happier in a squeeze if we got that, but it didn't play out, but that's okay. So got some good risk reward just for the move from here to here. Okay, next trade or next ticker. Let's look at Amazon today, and that's one that decided to take some of my money today. push. So the comments 3140s had bids, would like to get long using that as risk for 3200 plus. Under 3120 and heavy, I would want to take it short. And the key levels are 3020, 3100, 3140, and 3200. And I didn't put it in here, but in the Discord, I did mention that 3080 is another level that I'm paying attention to. And so what we had happened was we pushed 3140, failed, 3120 came, bounced, and then consolidated a little bit, and then we broke 3120. After that broke, pushed, came down, and can get short, risking against VWAP here. And look, we came right down into that 3080 target. So I did make some money on this drop, but then I tried to bounce. You know what happened here? No, actually, I was done at this point, and then when it came back here and consolidated, I was trying to bounce it for a move back up here, because I'm still kind of bullish on Amazon, and at some point, I can't remember actually yeah, so I know it wasn't the long for this. I missed that long, and then after this move here, I got short actually, looking for it to come back here, and so that paid out a little bit, and then I flipped long again. And then this chop just ate Theta in those contracts, so it wasn't so great to see those. You know, it wasn't. There was small payouts, like you're risking 2 points for 2 point gains. I'm not trading Amazon for that situation. If I'm in Amazon, it's because I want to risk 2, 3, 4, 5 points to make 20. Just my particular thing. So we didn't have enough volume to bring Amazon higher. At this point, we'll have to see how this plays out. The 3120 level needs to be reclaimed here for us to get that upside into 3200. Otherwise, we may see a flush back 3020 and then start the move up. Okay, let's move on to SPCE. Okay, so the comments, watching for dips on 2350 to 24 to hold. And so I was looking for a bit more dip, and this was actually because I was working on the watch list from pre-market. And so my thinking on this point was that we may get a dip under this 24 and then recover quickly. And what happened was this was a clearing in pre-market, and it consolidated here and then ripped. So I think I also mentioned in the video yesterday that 2435 area I was also comfortable that of taking some long. So if you watch that video and grab some in pre-market, it paid out pretty well. We went back and tested the 2650 level, and which was yesterday's highs. The space, in my opinion, is still setting up for that 30 move. We got Thursday, Friday. We'll see if it can clear out this 2650 tomorrow. So far, it's looking pretty constructive. Again, the idea was to take 25 calls for next week. So if you did, this should have paid out for you. Okay, let's look at NIO. The comments were pushes in 1270 and fails and get the 12 puts for a drop back toward 1050-11 this week. So we had the push actually pushed right into 1270 and then 1280 and then failed. And that would have been a nice place to get the 12 puts. We jumped right into under $12 to 1180. Could have locked some in on that drop. And because you look, guys, yes, I say maybe 10 or 11, but you know what? If you get a move like this, 1 hour, you get a big drop like this, you take some profit, you lock that in. You don't have to lock everything in, but you can lock something. Now, here's where I went wrong on this idea: is I forgot about the connection between NIO and the Tesla earnings, and so it wasn't going to necessarily, we knew that there was going to be a beat on Tesla. There's a really, really high probability of that. So it was dumb for me to be targeting 1050 to 11 this particular week, given that that NIO is likely to get a sympathy bounce with Tesla. So my bad, guys, on that. Apologies. Next ticker, NVAX. Looking to get short into strength for more downside. I'd love a push into the 138 on open and then drop. And so I actually did get short at the 138 level right here, pushed to 140, slammed, came back up here and recovered, and I stopped out for a loss. So when it went back up to this point here, because the plan didn't play out, and that's going to happen. But you honor that stop and move on. So that didn't work out for my watch list. This was a loss. All right. So now here's the really exciting trade for the day, and so the watch list comments for First Energy. Look at this. This came out pre-market. I'm really proud of this, guys. Check this out. Watching for a gap down reversal. Setup ideally panic selling into 20 to 25 on open. But it may bounce off 30. So we had to see what happens there, right? Check this out. So published the watch list right into this area. So I think I published right in this time frame. So one should have been able to get in early, right in this level, and which is what I did. And then it broke 30 right away. And look at that. Half an hour later, tag 22.85. Slam. Beautiful, beautiful short play right here. This failed. You could risk to the open and just ride this to the 20 to 25 cover. Them right here, cover more when it recovers, and then after it got back over here, after made a higher low, one could have got long, risking to this low, and say, hey, this is that gap down reversal that I was talking about on my watch list. So we get a gap down, reversal pushed back up into 29, and that would have been a nice risk reward profitable trade. So great opportunities on First Energy today. On the downside, oh, darn it. Forgot to do the watch list, or switch back to the chart. Sorry, guys. Okay, so big drop, right? So this is what I was talking about right here. Dropped 22.85. Nice grind, another trade up this way. So definitely multiple opportunities. One way on the downside, another on the way up on this triple top off 29, possibly getting short for a move back and fail. There was a triple top right here. It could have got short right here, say 28.50, risk to this 29, 50 cents of risk, drop down to VWAP at 27. So what is that? 1.5 points of reward for 50 cents risk. Take that every, all day long. So anyways, I hope that watch list, I know that I got a couple messages for folks that they banked on First Energy today. And so congratulations, guys. Okay, let's move on to IRBT. And I'm already at 12 minutes, so I'm going to cut these really short. Okay, IRBT comments. Nice beat, but no bid. So that means I'm kind of expecting this to fail. I didn't take the trade on this because there's just too much other stuff going on. And so anyways, I hope that kept anybody from buying. Going, hey, they had a nice beat, they're going to go up. Look at that rally at 92, it's going to go right back. So that's part of why I kind of wanted to have this on the watch list. To say, hey, we'll see. Now that it's got to 79, we'll see if 79 holds tomorrow, and we can maybe bounce it for a reclaim for the good results, if I am remembering the results correctly. Okay, now the last one on the list for the day is TXN. Okay, we have here eyeing dips on 136. For a swing into new all-time highs, but if 135 breaks, we'll likely go short for profit taking into 130. So check this out. 135 broke, came down to 132, came back up to the 135 level. That failed. Could get short 134, 134.50. Rough stops at 135, and look where it dropped, right into that 130s area. So that would have been a beautiful trade. I wish I had paid attention to it instead of getting caught up with Amazon today. I mean, it was still good trades, but this was an easy no-brainer money there, and would have been beautiful. So I hope everyone had an awesome day. I hope you're liking the shorter format. I do want to get it under 10 minutes regularly, and eventually have a series of other videos that tells you more about how to trade the watch list. But for now, I want you to see how pay attention to the watch list, make it a part of your routine. Learn to trade with it. I certainly believe it'll help you make money. See you tomorrow.
Now is my time to shine. Let's When your time comes, don't postpone it. When others doubting out, you don't condone it. Truth be told, yourself is your toughest opponent. When your moment comes, grab hold and own it. Never let go, stand tall and hold tight. Overcoming obstacles is the objective in life. Doubters all the night, and until then you shine bright. Cause inside your head